Good evening and hello. How are you? Notice the sun has come down. It's now cool evening. The sun indeed has descended into the clouds. What was bright has now gone dim. What was spiritually beautiful has now become aggressive, quote unquote. Buddhism has been known as a system, a pacific system of non-violence. Although I'm a Christian, why I was attracted to the teachings of Buddha is because of the gentleness of that system, the peace and tranquility of his meditation. I don't believe that Buddha's system saves me as a person or is going to give me eternal life, but his principle on earth, doing good to our fellow man, I have no problem with. And as such, I relish and love the system of Buddhism. You know, things are serious when you have a passive, complacent pacifist who strike preemptively because they do not want an Islamic state. And it's not that these Buddhists are intolerant. They can see what is happening in Britain and in America, where Sharia law is incorporated and practiced, and indeed where Muslims have terrorized and threatened Westerners, that if we do not submit to their way of life, to their religious systems, to the pervert Muhammad, then we face the sword. And many of us cowards in the West, we don't speak out. We've become, excuse my French, we've become bitches. And as a result, the Buddhists can see what is happening in the West. What is interesting, Islam or Muslims, they know who to mess with. You don't see them in North Korea, and you don't see them in China, and you don't see them in Russia. And the reason why these countries are not liberals, they don't go around promoting hardcore feminism, who want to kill all men. They don't go around promoting LGBT, nor do they go around promoting all this nonsense, political correctness, i.e. Islam. And it is as a result of this fake democracy. It is as a result of this fake hippie type tree hugging mentality that the civilization of the West will crumble. I give the Western world in one of my videos, I give them 3 years. 3 years, and the white man will wake up, and not hearing the sound of the church bell ringing, but a Muslim cry to prayer, that ugly sound like a werewolf. Wow! Like a howling wolf, like a hungry wolf. seeking the lambs to devour them, to destroy them with that ugly, horrible, monotonous sound. We will no longer hear the beauty, the peace of the church bells ringing, because we have put our trust in our terrorist government, who are doing deals with Saudi Arabia, the same government who were allowing Muslims to operate cells to bomb America in exchange for oil. Our leaders cannot be trusted, and that is the reason why they're giving all these Muslims so much power. You can't even criticize Muslim terrorism. You're a hater. You're a hater. You can't even criticize it logically, intellectually, politically, theologically, theosophically, in any way whatsoever. And that is the state of the Western world. The clip I'm about to show you demonstrates the severity and a warning that if we in the West do not work out hard, train hard, eat healthy, we will be taken over and dominated by Islam. I dare any of you watching this video, any of you, I don't care with your philosophers, with your psychologists, with your sociologists, or even great thinkers, call me a liar and say that Islam will not take over Europe. And I will tell you why Islam is taking over Europe. You will hate this. For all of you into political correctness, all you liberals will hate this. Political correctness is nothing more than Satanism to promote immorality. It's an attack on order, design, morality, and the Christian church. Liberalism is nothing more than Satanism, promoting the left-hand path, promoting heathenism, paganism, sexual immorality, which is why LGBT and feminists support Islam. I have to make a 3-hour video to prove my argument. 3-hour video going back to Kinsey Report, Alistair Crowley and the Pedophile Information Network to show you how the Western world were grooming us for this occasion. There are two folds why the Western world allow Islam so much power. One, oil. And number two, the Western world has become anti-church, anti-Christ. And they will allow the devil to get in anything just as long as the church is destroyed. I don't know what else to say in this video. I gave you all the warnings. Christians being persecuted, beheaded, killed by Muslims. Yet nobody in the West cares. If you dare speak out against Muslim terrorists, you're the one who's getting arrested. They're coming for your white pale ass, and they're putting your white ass into prison just for attacking the immorality and the evil of the ideology of Islamic State. Your government will come for you and arrest you. And that is the reason why I don't vote. It is a game that they're playing with us. A serious game. They don't care about our safety. Buddhist, these are people are pacifists. And yet they're wiping out the Muslims. Why? Because at the end of the day, the Buddhists have learned from history. When the Buddhists were peaceful and pacifist, They got wiped out by the Muslims. And the Japanese, I think the Japanese also wiped them out. And that's the reason why the Buddhists start to learn martial arts. There's a history to why the Buddhists start to do, the Shaolin Temple and all that. That's the reason why. You same as Sikhism. The Muslims wiped out the Guru Nanak, all the Sikhs, Gurus. The Muslims wiped them out. And that's the reason why Sikhs studied martial arts and carry swords and a turban. Everywhere the Muslim went, the dirty Islam went, they spread evil and violence. The sword of Islam is over the West. The Western world will perish. There will be serious bloodbath because your politicians are lying to you. Your politicians don't care about you. Don't think because you're white, you have white privilege. When it comes to politics, there is no such thing as race. Just deception and necessary illusion. I will now post the video.